Hey guys, this is just a quick TLDR of what class to play in Diablo 4. So if you're wondering what class you want to play, what class to play, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of each one of what's going on with them so you know what to do. So we'll go left to right. Barbarian, they're just kind of okay overall. They're not like the best at clearing. They're not the best at single target damage, at least not early through mid game. But they're just okay all around, and they're the melee class, and they could be a lot of fun if you're into that type of play style. It's really about the play style. That's the big selling point for the Barbarian more than anything. It's a fun way to play, potentially. Necromancer has extremely high damage, either highest or second highest in the entire game. They summon skeletons and things like that, and they have pretty good survivability because the skeletons can be distractions. They have a lot of versatility in how to make the skeletons, you know, mages and whatever else. But the main thing is they do a ton of damage. They might be the highest damage class in the entire game, so they're going to have the easiest clear of mobs, and as for bosses, it's pretty good. And then Sorceress also, or Sorcerer slash Sorceress, is going to be the highest damage in the game, tied with Necromancer. They're the two highest damage ones for overall damage. High single target, high AoE clear. There's multiple ways to build them and stuff. So you get a lot of versatility there, a lot of options there. They're just generally, for fastest leveling, these two are generally the fastest because the mob clear is so good. And that's pretty much everything. Sorcerer, they're extremely OP, so is Necromancer. Rogue, they, generally speaking, are a little bit worse at mob clear, but they can, if they have the right perks and things, they can have the highest single target clear, or at least up there with Sorceress and Necromancer. So they can kill bosses really, really fast, but mobs are kind of annoying to kill just because you don't have a lot of huge AoE like the Sorceress and the Necromancer. But if you like the play style of the Rogue and high single target damage potential, then Rogue's going to be the class you're going to want to play. And then Druid is a weird case. So Druid, basically the TLDR Druid, don't play Druid unless you're playing with friends, at least for the early leveling. Later on, they get more things, spirit boons and all these things, but like 1 through 25 and 1 through 50 solo, their damage is abysmal. Oh, it's super, super bad. But the reason for that is they're meant to be played in a group. All their things are about buffing and debuffing things and stunning and CCing enemies. So basically, in the end game, they're there to control the enemies and protect people by, you know, crowd controlling enemies, while the other people in the party do the damage. That's like the idea. Now, I didn't play them to 100, but maybe to at like highest level, they might have more things where you can play solo more easily. But at lower levels, the leveling is going to suck real bad. So for at least early game leveling, like 1 to 50, it's going to be Necromancer, Sorceress are the fastest, then Barbarian and Rogue, and then Druid last. So that was a quick synopsis, guys. Just a TLDR. It's not a super, super in-depth video. It's just going to be the quick, like, what's going on with each class, help you make a better decision about which class you should play in Diablo 4.